What's up, guys? Welcome on another episode with me. You're welcome, guys. Today we'll be talking about top 10 handwork to learn in Nigeria. By the way, if you've been listening to our videos, you've been, impacted in one way or the other, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, as on this channel we'll be talking about so many things that would inspire you to do more, especially in the area of business. So today we'll be talking about top 10 handwork you can learn in Nigeria to make money. And depending on how you can scale this handwork, you could be making millions. Yes, millions. Even the Bible says we will bless the work of our hands. Yes, this means that anything you use your hand to do, God will bless it and multiply it. So I'll be talking about 10 handwork you can learn. Then as time goes by, you can start making money. That's after you're done learning the hard work. First of all, you have to learn the handwork. Then when you're done learning the handwork, you can now proceed to start making money with it. So without wasting much of our time, the first I have here is being an electrician. Depending on the part you face in this handwork, you can be an electrician to be repairing radio, repairing TV. All those ones are old and then they are no longer lucrative. The electrician I'm talking about here is the person that installs electricity into a building, a newly built building. They run wire through the necessary holes and the necessary places wire needs to pass through, so that the resident in that building can be able to use power and they can be able to use it safely. I have a friend that is into this. He learned it so many years ago, and he's currently building a storehouse. Yes, he's currently building a storehouse. So if you like this kind of handwork, I would really encourage you to learn it, because once you learn this handwork, you will be working hand in hand with real estate agents or real estate developers, and you'll be getting contract from them to run wires to the building, do power installation in the building, in buildings that are just built, and you'll be making money. At first, when you start this handwork, it might look stressful, but trust me, it is worth it, because at the end of the day, you'll be going home with your money. All right, the next one on my list here is painting, drawing, and sculpturing. And many of us know that painting, drawing, and sculpturing is a kind of handwork. Yes, I'm very sure you've never heard that. You might probably be thinking, oh, it's a gift. Yeah, it was those days they used to tell us that if you can draw, or you can paint, or you can sculpture, that you are having a gift. No, today these sets of gifts are handwork that can be learned. Yes, you can learn it. So to learn this handwork, you would visit a gallery where they do all these things and learn how it is being done. It should take you about 3 to 6 months to learn this handwork, and when you're done, you can start painting, drawing, and sculpturing. And depending on the area you stay, or depending on the standard of living in the area you stay, you could sell a painting for as low as 10 to 20,000. Yes, imagine that. Imagine you're able to sell 50, or imagine you're able to sell 100, or you do a art gallery where people can come in and buy. So this handwork is another profitable handwork that you can learn in Nigeria. The third here is plumbing. Now, when I'm talking about plumbing handwork, I'm not talking about this one that they say they have a leaky pipe, that their pipe is having issues and they want you to come and help them fix it. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being a plumber that fixes the plumbing or install plumbing in a new building. This is also like learning to be an electrician, the one that I talked about earlier. So any newly built building, you'll be installing plumbing pipes and you'll be running water through it to make sure residents that are going to be living in that building can be able to use water, and to use water in a way that is not going to spoil the efficiency of the building. So the next one I have here is carpentry. Carpentry is different from furniture. Yes. I used to have a friend then. He usually mistakes one for each other. If you say, I need probably wants to repair a chair that is bad, you say, I need a carpenter. No, you don't need a carpenter when you want to repair a chair. You need a furniture. Yeah. So a furniture is someone that built or that builds things that is used indoors, so to say, while a carpenter is someone that does things that has to do with the outside. Let me give an example. A carpenter is responsible for building the roof of a house. Yes, that's why when you see some carpenters, they will say, this is what I do. They will tell you, I don't repair chairs, I don't build chairs. Yes, because that's the work of a furniture. So if you learn this handwork, you'll be able to roof a house, probably by yourself or with the help of your workers. You'll be able to build, to be able to build roof. So this usually comes in handy when estate developers are done building a house and they want to roof it. When you get one or two contracts, those contracts could be running into millions. Of course, with the money that you'll be using to buy all the materials and the likes will also be there. So plumbing is a very lucrative handwork, and carpentry is also a very lucrative. In fact, carpentry is a very lucrative handwork. The next I have here, which is number 5, is hairdressing handwork. Yes, hairdressing handwork. With the way things are now and the way the world has advanced, women no longer want to look shabbily. Women no longer want to just take on the average look. I remember during the days of our mothers, if they just pack their hair, or they just do all back, or they just do patewo, all those funny hairstyles, they are done and they just rub powder. That's it. But it's not like that now. We are in the era of wigs, we are in the era of bone straight, we are in the era of so many advanced look, which will also require a professional to do. So this is where the handwork of hairdressing comes into place. So when you learn hairdressing, which usually takes about 3 to 6 months, when you learn hairdressing, you could make money making wigs for your customers. You could make money doing making the hair of your customers. You could also go as much as doing home deliveries or home services rather, where you visit your customers and dress their hair. This particular handwork can be very good, because even when a woman makes their hair today, trust me, it's not going to be on their head forever. So you'll be making, at least for each customer, you'll be making their hair every month. So imagine you have a database of 150 customers and you charge 5,000 to 10,000 naira to make their hair. Like I said, it depends on the area you're staying. There are some areas where they charge as much as 15,000 just to make people's hair. Yes, so all these factors matter. The number six handwork you can learn as a Nigerian is car AC repair. Now, this handwork is not popular like car mechanics, but this handwork is lucrative. Now, in my area here, we only have one car AC repair, and trust me, this guy is smiling to the bank. Yes, so because your mechanic cannot repair the AC of a car, whilst the car AC repairer cannot also be a mechanic. So they have their own specialization, so to say. So if you learn car AC repair, you'll be able to repair cars of the rich, and also manage or maintain the quality cooling system of the car. Number 7 here is cake baking. Now I'm very sure you've seen professional bakers around you that have shops. Don't let that intimidate you. If you can learn cake baking, you can start baking cakes. Yes, you can start baking cakes. On the side also, you could bake cupcakes to sell to schools, in parties, deliver to parties, to organizations, to businesses. And on the big scale, on the larger scale, you could bake wedding cakes. Sometimes these wedding cakes, their prices are outrageous, and that is because baking is an art. Yes, the taste has to be right, the sugar also has to be right, the look also has to be right. So in fact, building a cake or making a cake or baking a cake is not something that everybody can do. Yes, it's not something that everybody can do. I regard it as an art. So if you could learn this and you could do it professionally, in fact, you could charge as much as 200 to 250,000 to bake just one wedding cake. Yes, sometimes it could even exceed to 500,000. So that's that. The next one I have here is fashion designing. Now we are in a world that people want to look good, people want to stand out, people want to be recognized. This is where fashion designing business becomes a lucrative business. You can learn this handwork for about 2 to 3 months, and before you know it, when you're done, you can start making money as soon as possible. You could make money sewing wedding dress, wedding gowns. You could make money, sewing bespoke for your customers, and you could also do ready to wear. It depends on the area or the part of this fashion designing you actually want to face. Please note that you cannot do all this as a person or as a business. You would need to specialize. Do you want to specialize in bespoke? Do you want to specialize in wedding dresses? Do you want to specialize in ready to wear? Do you want to specialize in menswear, so to say? So you have to choose. However, when you're done choosing, you could start making money as soon as possible. The next I have here, which is my number 9, is solar installation. Now, due to the power epilepsy we have in Nigeria here, and due to the poor power management we have in Nigeria here, you would also agree with me that this is a very lucrative business. Of recent, the power epilepsy in Nigeria have gone from bad to worse, and one of the best ways to solve this, of course, we all know that the generators and the other types of generators, the big ones, the diesel ones, they are just they're a problem to the earth and to nature itself. So the solar installation handwork comes very handy, because what the solar and inverter power provides does not harm the earth, and it provides what we call clean energy. So if you can learn solar installation within 2 to 3 months and you are a professional, you could start installing solar system. You could start installing solar power and solar. You could start installing solar powers in houses that want to improve their power supply. Depending on the power you want to provide, to each of these customers will determine how much you are going to be charging. Also, depending on the standard of living of the people in that area. All this will be what will determine how much you're going to charge. Last, which is number 10 here, is handbag making. Is it possible for you to see a woman without a bag? I bet you know that is impossible. In fact, one of those days that I was just asking my girlfriend that is it a must for her to carry a bag. She's like, no, handbag is like our third hand. If we are not carrying a handbag, we must carry a purse or something. So this means that for every woman in Nigeria, all these women need bags. And if you can be able to manufacture bags, I know there are foreign bags, fashion names, fashion brands that make bags, but let's move that aside and focus on the Nigerian made bag. If you can be able to produce this, if you can be able to learn this handbag making and start producing it professionally, you could make good money from it. All right, so these top 10 handworks that I mentioned, they are highly lucrative. It just depends on your passion for all this handwork that I've listed and I've talked about, and it also depends on the area you stay. Of course, that will determine how much you make from this handwork. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know if you like this handwork, and if there are other handwork that you feel are lucrative that should be on this list, you can drop them in the comments below. All right, so I believe this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.